Good morning, everybody. How are you all doing wherever you're checking in from? Hope everything is going well for you out there. Welcome to the International Women's Day. I hope you've all wished all your love angels around you a happy International Women's Day. Right. And I'm taking this opportunity to wish all the ladies and the women following us, all the mothers, all the daughters listening to this platform. I wish you all the best in this coming year. Um, put all Focus on all the success patterns and all the success parameters you set for yourself, and definitely you will achieve what you set out to achieve. Today, we are going to be speaking about. We're going to be talking about how to find strength when you're going through a turbulent time in your business. As we are all very aware, setbacks and failures are part of our lives. The truth, however, is we can't prepare enough for either because they complete us as humans. Many of us are aware of the inspirational talks, therapies from mentors and coaches when we feel down. But what we don't know is that overcoming these failures that will keep coming with life will only make us stronger if we can tap into our inner core. Yes, into our inner core. That's really the key to be able to go through overcoming times. Today, I'm going to be sharing some proven steps of how I drew my inner reserve when one of my business, well, when one of my businesses was going through a very rough patch in 2012. So I'm going to be sharing some of the inner challenges we had with Giza restaurant. That was one of the restaurants I founded in 2012 in Dubai. And then how we went through some turbulent times and what were the methods and the mindset that I had to, adopt to be able to take me through these turbulent times in 2012. 6 months after opening the first location in Dubai of Giza restaurant, that old business nearly pushed me to the edge of bankruptcy. The business results weren't as projected, they were very inconsistent, so the bills were piling up. Yeah, they were piling up. Cash flow wasn't very healthy, and so obviously I called up like a mini board meeting, invited all my partners into the restaurant for us to have a tete-a-tete and for me to update them on the business position. My partners at that time, who had limited knowledge and passion for the business, were not willing to continue investing anymore. And ultimately, at that meeting, it was suggested and voted by them to close the restaurant. Hmm. Yeah, just barely 6 months into operation. I found myself all alone because they were very adamant of their not continuing. We had lots of debts, that was all over my head. And to make the matters worse, they were actually kind of insinuating they would prefer to have their investment back, even as much as I told them that investment is sunk into the business already. With all these challenges going on, I felt alone. That's one of the struggles any entrepreneur needs to be prepared for. When the turbulent time comes, you will find that you are alone. I had no choice at that point. I had to look inwards. I had to focus on my inbuilt strength, and that actually gave me a success mindset that I actually used to develop the Giza Entertainment brand that has now presence in 3 continents globally. I'm going to share some of the things that we did to stop the restaurant from sinking into the financial whirlwind. The first thing I did was to ponder on the dilemma, you know, and it's always important when you're faced with any of these form of challenges in your businesses, it's important, stop, take a look and review what exactly is going on. Oh, all right. Let me actually check in with everybody before we continue on this one. If you are here with us, please let us know where you are calling from. you can just put where you're calling from into the chat box so I can see who is here with us today. Once again, I'd like to wish you all a happy International Women's Day. And today we're discussing how we're going to be finding personal strength during during troubled times in our business. Okay. Just sorry, guys. I'm kind of multitasking here. I'm also looking at the other screen to see who is online and who is not online. All right. Excuse me. So the first thing you have to do is ponder on the dilemma. You have to take time to look at the situation. I'm not talking about beating yourself or worrying, but you have to actually take a critical look at the real issue. What brought you to the situation that you are currently in? Did you make a wrong decision? Or did you not just give it your best effort? All of these I had to internalize, and after pondering on the challenges at Kiza, I found out that I actually overprojected on the revenue expectations and did not properly channel the funding I had at that time. Having this deep reflection over these issues will also help you find out how you can focus your efforts on the challenges. Taking into consideration the positives of the challenges can actually help you stir up the inner strength, and you can easily get back on your feet once we have this inner strength built up in you. Henry Ford once said, reflecting on failures helps you begin again, but this time more intelligently. I'll repeat that. Very, very strong quote from Henry Ford. Reflecting on your failures will help you begin again, but this time more intelligently. Another important thing you have to do is to be honest with yourself. Without being honest with yourself, it may be difficult to get out of the situation. During those days, I spent more time telling myself Kiza was not in bankruptcy, and this held me from the obvious reality. I refused to believe the figures and hope that a miracle will happen. Lots of people will come around, a lot of them will hurt you. You will make losses on your stupid and silly decisions about your career, but being honest with yourself make it easy to step forward and to step ahead. Not accepting the reality of the situation will definitely only get you a lot more bitter, will get you more angry, and most probably resent yourself and those around you. So it's important that you're honest about your failure. This actually helps you to learn the lessons out of the mistakes you make in life. It was until I became honest about the struggles of Kiza that my journey to progress actually began. Another important factor is to consider every option that poses and comes your way. One of the things I did was writing down all the options, for overcoming this challenge, because it actually helped me to see different things from different angles, to see the situation from all kinds of angles. Started brainstorming on many solutions, and with time, started finding a workable option. Began to look for options that will help, make us make necessary progress towards the success we actually desire in the restaurants. Yes, it may seem hard, especially when it appears that confidence is being stripped away. But one thing I would like you all to know is that you have to be open-minded. Sometimes you have to remind yourself not to automatically screen out possible solutions to a sticky wicket. Yes, every viable possibility should be considered. For a while, I only wanted to see how I could reduce the cost of the operation, but that wasn't even working. So one day I engaged my thoughts and I became more aware about the marketing strategies and other options that could make Kiza become what I always dreamed it will be. And I got the idea from friends and from brainstorming with my team to change the model from a restaurant to a full entertainment tribe. Considering every possible solution indicates you have the resilience to succeed. And what's also important is to test these solutions, because that's actually a good way for you to start making steps towards this progress that you so desire and to you to start preventing the challenges around you and occurring presently from consuming you. Next thing I did was to start approaching the challenge with a lot of positivity. One of the greatest and the most important thing to deal with setback or failure is to stay positive. I can actually tell you this is the most important mental hack you can give yourself. If you get this, trust me, you are actually 70% out of that challenge. You're 70% out of the wind already. Bill Gates actually said, people confronted with shocking or negative news should use it as a force for change or support those who make a change. This American billionaire said his foundation started because the world was confronted with a lot of shocking news. The significant thing to remember is that while you can't stop obstacles and challenges from appearing in your day-to-day life and in your life, you can devise smart ways to handle them. If you persevere, you can easily discover opportunities that have been waiting for you on the other side of the challenge. Yes, so now as you become more efficient at dealing with your failures, you will allow yourself to see the positive side in even the toughest of the scenarios. You will approach life with this quote, I am going to do my best and make my way through this situation. Yes, I am going to do my best and make my way through this challenge. Taking a positive outlook will definitely compel you to move forward through the crisis. It's important you stay optimistic. Another crucial thing is avoid looking too far ahead. Earlier on, I mentioned in my story, I was so optimistic about the potential that Kizza had that I kept on looking far ahead instead of trying to find my way out of the current situation and challenges of my cash flow, of revenue not going up. All I was thinking of is, oh, Kizza this, Kizza that, Kizza is going to be this. I actually didn't concentrate my energy on the immediate. I spoke to my staff and partners about where the project was going and the possibility of taking this globally. And all this time I did this, everybody thought I was crazy. Yeah. It's important you have to adopt an approach that helps you concentrate on the event of the moment. Because here am I talking about conquering the world and the cash flow is not even supporting my current business. It might seem that you're taking your eyes off the vision, but it's more profitable to focus your energy on the challenges that have the capacity of drowning that vision. Yes, the vision will be achieved, but there are challenges you have to overcome. So you can't keep your eye only on the vision and overlook those challenges, because you need to get past those challenges for you to be on the path or on the way to achieve the vision. Right? Another important thing I adopted was to seek emotional support from those those that you love or that I loved. It's not awkward talking to people when you're in the middle of a crisis or a setback. Actually, to open up helps with the healing, helps you with overcoming the challenges, helps you with finding new perspective to come out of these challenges at hand. Any troubling event is easier to navigate through when you feel the love and support from someone close to you. They help you bolster your resilience reserve by getting a little help from friends and family members. Personally, I created more problems for myself when I refused to speak up. Unknown to me, I have friends and family members who ended up having awesome ideas that was implemented and has helped us transform Kizza into a global brand today. I brought a friend on board to help me at that time. He was a top marketing consultant. And one of the first things he said is, have you ever thought about bringing in night entertainment? I looked at it, well, fine dining and entertainment, why not? And I immediately embraced the idea when he made the suggestion. Sometimes it might be difficult, for us to reach out and say, I'm struggling. But look at it this way. Your loved ones will feel better if you give them the opportunities to be there for you. Accept the loving and supportive care that your loved ones are so willing to provide. You will likely have a chance in the future to reciprocate. Yes. Another important factor is to soothe your spirit. Make sure you find out what calms you down and soothe them. What makes you feel at peace? What brings you simple joy? Take time to participate in your favorite activities to suit your frayed emotion. If you like taking a walk, take a walk in the woods. Some people love swimming, some like doing handicraft, or some even take up hobbies at home. But you look for something that is self-soothing that you can do when you are experiencing a tricky life phase. It's important. It helps you take your mind away from those challenges and helps you just be at peace with yourself. All right? How are we all doing there? Anybody online? Oh wow, I got Babatunde. Babatunde is checking in from Dubai. I see Mobin. Mobin is online too, watching from Pakistan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have any question, if you have any challenges you'd like us to talk about, or do you have something you want to share, put it on the chat box, and we'll all be more than happy to learn from your own experiences too. All right. Another important factor is not to lose sight of who you are. Do not lose sight of who you are. It becomes easy to play the victim, or you have a loser's mentality when life throws a lemon at you. You begin to ask yourself, why me? Especially for those of us who are already, who consider themselves to be very smart, or probably have always succeeded in all the other things you've attempted in your life. We may neglect the very things that can keep us grounded. So it's important you stay focused on yourself and all that matters to you. It's important you stay focused on yourself and all that matters to you. This may include your friendship, maybe your health, your mind, your family, whatever is important to you. It's important you stay focused on it. Because when you lose sight of yourself, you get consumed in the setback, and then you lose sight of the vision. So whatever it is that happens to you, try and stay happy. I know it's a cliche, it's a very tough one to demand, but it's very, very crucial for your state of mind. Consider the inability to pay your rent or to get a good job. That should not discourage you from taking care of yourself. You should not start brooding or appear crazy seemingly because you got fired from work. Losing sight of your true self will drain you and the goals you may have about your life. Michael Jordan says, the game has its ups and downs, but you cannot lose focus of yourself if you want to return to the top. Yes, the game has its ups and its downs, but for you to remain or to return to the top, you must never lose focus of yourself. And lastly is pray. Pray. Draw your religious faith to help you through. Spirituality regularly assists millions of people to live consistently happy lives, healthy lives. So perhaps finding faith will bring you the inner strength you desire. We all know Steve Harvey. We all know him, right? The popular talk show host, right? He says, prayer changes things. And he's right. I saw God fix things firsthand at Giza when I prayed. He helped me with the people who supported me. He helped me with all the kind of ideas that people that I reached out to were coming and they were giving me. He helped me with the mindset to take action on those ideas that were being given to me. And today, the result can only be glory to God. Multiple Grammy award recipient Beyonce Knowles always says, a prayer to avoid going astray when she's in distress. So, whatever the situation is, you're getting yourself through a divorce, through a bankruptcy, or even a life-threatening sickness, don't forget to pray. There is no shame in talking with your maker. There is no shame in it. And that's a fact. Life can be exhilarating, can be interesting, and it can be challenging. But when you encounter a block in your path, allow your resilience to shine through. The above strategies I've shared can help you draw on your inner strength to live a meaningful, enriched existence, no matter what type of challenge you encounter. In 2012, the challenges I was encountering at that time, at some point, I felt were insurmountable. But when I was able to tap into my inner core, I was able to start adopting some of these steps and some of these ideas I shared earlier on today. I started finding solutions. I started finding peace. I started seeing opportunities. And the most important thing was, I just didn't see. I took action. And today, the results are clear. Currently represented in 3 continents. And we have interest from different quarters that were coming in just before the COVID period. So guys, all I can tell you is, in life, like I said earlier on, success and failure, they are both part of the ecosystem. So it's important, the same way you deal with your success with a good mindset, that's the way you should deal with your failure with a good mindset. Because this will only help you overcome those failures and stay you back towards the path to your vision and goals. All right. Let's see who is up again. Oh, my brother Jomo. My brother Jomo from Montreal is also on with us. Welcome. All right, that's going to be it for the day. If there are no questions, I see no question on the chat box. Guys, I'm going to once again wish all our ladies, our mothers and our daughters a happy International Women's Day. And if you're not already a member of our Success Mindset Club, kindly join. We also have our club room now in Clubhouse, which we're developing right now, and you should have more information later on this week about all the various events that we're going to be scheduling in the various rooms in our Clubhouse and in Clubhouse, in our club in Clubhouse. All right. And don't forget, if you're not currently following my Mindset podcast, please tune into that. It's on every Wednesday. It's on all platforms, Spotify, Google Cast, on our website. You have access to look at it, to read, to go to the podcast. Currently, right now, we're focusing, since the whole year, we've been focusing on helping everybody develop a successful mindset to take them through the first quarter. So I think we're going to be showing episode 11 this Wednesday. You don't want to miss that. And all right, guys, I think I'm going to stop here for today. And as usual, I'm going to wish you all a very fruitful week. Stay blessed. And it's your coach, Lukman.